Good afternoon, Aries. Welcome to LettiSpeaks. I hope you are doing well on this beautiful, warm Monday. It's been so hot where I am, but I wanted to tap into the energies and see where we are. We're going to take a look at the past, present, future, any challenges that may be present, and the outcome of the energies you're dealing with right now. My name is Letty, so welcome. If you are new and you are liking the energies emitting from my channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I post new videos or go live. If you're returning, hey Aries, welcome back. All right, so let's take a look at what's happening with you. I did recently post a video around the energies coming in for this new moon. Not the new moon, it's coming in for the full moon in Capricorn. And so that is up. If you want to go over and take a look at that, you're more than welcome to do that. But I want to take a look at the energy specifically in this moment, going back to the past first for Aries spirit. For Aries. All right. So I have the Two of Wands in reverse in the past. What about present spirit? Present energies. We have the Ten of Swords. And then looking forward to the future. Let's take a look. In the future, we actually have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Looking forward to the future. I definitely want to look at the challenge. What is the challenge coming in right now for Aries spirit? What is the challenge? So the challenge coming in is the Six of Swords. And let's take a look at the outcome. What is the outcome for Aries? The outcome for Aries is actually the Lovers. Okay. Okay. So what I would like to do is take a moment to get more information. I'm going to pull some more cards on the energies that came out. And then we'll get started with this reading, Aries. All right, 1 second. Okay, Aries. And so in the past, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Now, in this situation, I feel like the Two of Wands is really carrying this energy around wanting to control. It's in reverse. And so it almost feels like there was possibly someone trying to control you in the past. And for that reason, with the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups, there was a detachment that happened. You pulled away, right? There was a detachment that happened, and you almost like the energy of feeling like, yes, this is not, me. This is not okay. And you pulled your energy back. Now, this could be, with the Queen of Swords being here, this could be with someone who is actually an air sign, or they could have air sign qualities, like someone who is very domineering and can be very aggressive as well. If it's not, then this is the energy that you possibly have to step into to defend yourself or to kind of cloak yourself against this energy that was very domineering, it feels like. And so this is the energy in the past. I feel like there was something that you kind of withdrew your energy from because it was overwhelming, and it was possibly wanting a level of control over you that you were not willing to give, right? And so there was possibly some type of separation, you just kind of pulling your energy back in the past. And then currently we have the Ten of Swords. Now this feels like some level of betrayal, right? There could be something happening here as it pertains. It does feel a little bit like it's related to what happened in the past, because we have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. So this feels like someone who would be close to you. It even feels like family. This feels like someone who you would be very open and transparent, very vulnerable with. Yeah, it feels like there is a level of openness here, and which makes it even that much more difficult, you know, when Ten of Swords comes in. But it feels like there's something that happened here that caused a sense of betrayal with this Ten of Swords. It could be, you know, something that took place behind your back by someone that you trusted, and now you sit in the energy of really feeling like things are, you know, at odds with things right now is what it feels like. You're at odds with things in this moment. And it could be very well because of your generous nature or your trusting nature with this person. Feels like someone who would be close to you. In addition to that, looking forward in the future, we have the Page of Pentacles. And so in the future, it feels like there's going to be like some new possible communication opening up in the future, possibly even around what has happened. Maybe some level of clarity will be coming in. You'll learn a little bit more about what has happened. And so Spirit is asking that you be attentive to that. I do have that Page of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Star. And so it almost feels like you could be a little bit worried when this person or this information comes towards you, or maybe this is maybe someone coming forward to make things right. Maybe they're being led right now to come forward and make it right, and possibly offer a new opportunity or something new. It almost feels a little bit like that, like someone feeling like there needs to be a balancing, right, of what has happened. But I feel like in the future, you may even be still a little distrustful, not really sure how to receive this person or this information. I feel like in the future, you'll be definitely possibly in this healing energy, you know, trying to recoup from what has happened. And I do want to just take a moment to get more information, like what exactly, let's see if Spirit will clarify what has happened here. What has happened here for Aries? What is this tension here with Aries? It almost feels like someone has tried to, you know, control you in a way that you weren't willing to be controlled. And because of that, there was this big conflict that arose from you putting up your boundaries. As a result of that, there could have been something that happened. The response maybe was not a mature response. And it's surprising coming from someone that feels like they're close to you, like you would have expected something more from this person. But in the future, it looks like there's some action that will be taken to try to make it right. And Spirit is just giving me the Knight of Swords and the Awakening, right? And it feels like there was like some clarity that came in. Maybe this was something that was done behind your back. It wasn't something that was out in the open. It was almost like very untrustworthy energy, very sneaky energy behind the back. We do have the Ten of Swords. Many times that's construed as someone sticking swords in your back, you know. And so anyway, that's the situation that I'm feeling here for you, Aries. Very unfortunate situation. Looks like in the future someone may try to come and, you know, smooth things over, however that, you know, plays out. Now the challenge with this, because I do feel like you did place a boundary. That's what it feels like started all of this. You placed some type of boundary and you expressed the understanding that whatever this was not okay, right? And this may have been what sparked all of this. And now that this has happened, the challenge with all of this for you is the Six of Swords. That's usually moving away from it to calmer, you know, spaces. You declaring your independence and just moving away, leaving it behind, you know, just really declaring your space. And I feel like this caused even more of possible shock, right? There was possibly the expectation that maybe you would stick around and deal with it and, you know, be a little bit more empathetic, right? There's almost like a surprise at your reaction or your wanting to move away from this. Now, if this is a marriage, like, definitely can understand that as well. If this is a marriage, I do have the Lovers card that came out, the Ten of Emotions, and it really feels like something has been declared in this moment to be over. It may really feel like it's over for you, whatever this is, but the challenge still exists in that there seems to be like a lot of things wrapped up in this. It's not just clear and cut, right? There may be a lot of things that still need to be discussed and settled. It's not a clear cut moving away, right? And so the Ace of Materials and the Justice, right? This is about moving away in a way that's ethical, right? In a way that's integrous and moral, right? It's wanting to do things right and wanting to possibly make sure that everything is balanced as well as you move forward and, you know, set out to start over if that's what you're choosing to do, or even just set out to reclaim your independence, reclaim your space and the respect that you're demanding, whatever this is. And it's shocking. It's shocking for whoever else is involved. It's almost like there is a shock to your wanting to, you know, reclaim this sense of independence for yourself. And so this comes in as a challenge. And I don't feel, if there's a time where you feel disrespected or taken for granted or just, you know, it's too much, right? And this could just be family, right? It doesn't have to be a marriage. This could be family. It could be those that are closest to you and just not wanting to recognize your independence, right? And so this comes in as a challenge for the moment, okay? Now, when it's all said and done, I do see that there is a reckoning that happens. Looks like possibly, I don't know, but let's see. Because the Lovers comes out in the end, that means there's some type of union coming together. there is a possible coming to an agreement with what should happen here. Harmony, for the sake of harmony and balance, right? But it's also feeling a little weird because it was clarified by the Five of Emotions and the Devil. And so this may in fact be what was once, you know, very loving, very kind, very harmonious, has now turned into something controlling, something that's way out of, you know, it's out of control. It's dominating, right? And because of that, you're making the decision to walk away. Maybe you will try it again, but then in the end, it's just like, yeah, let's go ahead and go our separate ways if we can't come to an agreement, right? For some of you, this could be coming back together and working things out and deciding to compromise, and bring in a level of balance, coming to an agreement of what's needed on both sides and saying, okay, if you're willing to work with me, I'm willing to work with you. You know, this is what I need. What do you need, right? And coming to some sort of agreement. So for some of you, I feel like you'll be walking away and moving, you know, forward, which will be difficult. For others of you, I feel like it'll be worked out and you'll come to a compromise. Now, again, it's not all marriage partners. This could be family. This could be friends, right? It could be someone who's very close to you. I definitely feel like there is someone here involved. Sometimes the lovers can talk about us bringing a level of harmony within ourselves, but I do feel like this has a lot to do with others. Okay. I guess I can also see if it would be like within. You know, it talks a lot about balance. You know, it talks a lot about balance and trust and not betraying yourself too. And so if this is you really dealing with yourself on an intimate spiritual level, you know, these could be energies that you are having to deal with within yourself. I could definitely see that with the Two of Wands in reverse, that energy of wanting to control everything. And when you're not able to do that, you know, you withdraw. When you're not able to do that, you detach. Or, you know, in this case, you weren't able to do that because that Two of Wands was in reverse. So there was something that happened that caused you to kind of go into like a seclusion to really, you know, check in with yourself. And then in the current energies, this Ten of Swords could be a level of self-betrayal for the sake of those around you, right? And the needed reflection to come back home to self, come back to a sense of humility within yourself and consciousness, right? The Ten of Emotions and the Ten of Swords talks about endings. The Lovers is definitely harmonious energy. So out of this self-betrayal, you could have, if we're just talking about someone working within themselves, you could have come back to yourself even stronger, even more harmonious, recognizing, you know, some of the ways that you can avoid that, going to that place again in the future. So this definitely could be an awakening moment that you're in currently, even with the Page of Pentacles. You know, this is finding ways, studying ways, pressuring yourself to get it right. and to be open and paying attention to signs and signals as you move forward. This is future energy, right? Whenever you get into that anxious energy, you trigger yourself to move into solitude or connecting with spirit to hear more closely, making sure that things in your life is in balance, right? So I could definitely see that too. That makes sense to me too. Now, for the challenge, if this was just you talking about yourself, the Six of Swords is moving away from something. Possibly moving away from anything that's unbalanced, anything that's unjust, anything that's stagnant and not moving forward, anything that limits you, right? It's recognizing those things and absolutely moving away from them. And then coming to the future energy of the Lovers again, right? Again, because the Lovers was clarified in your current situation right now. The Ten of Swords was clarified by the Lovers. It almost feels like self-betrayal, right? Maybe you chose someone over yourself, or you bent backwards for someone, but it had nothing to do with them, but it had everything to do with you. Something within you that needed to be balanced or needs to be brought into your awareness, right? But in the end, it shows the sense of balance coming back together as you move away from things that you recognize, you know, is not serving you. It's coming back home to self, to fairness and balance with yourself. And so, and also it could be releasing, you know, things that keep you bound, like addictions, things that keep you off balance. And so I can definitely see how this could be energies playing out just within you as well. And so however that resonates, Aries, these are the energies I'm getting. You take this how it resonates with you, okay? We're going to get a couple of oracle cards just to end this out. Any other words of wisdom for Aries? Any other words of wisdom for Aries? Any other words of wisdom for Aries? Interesting energies. I still feel as though there is a level for those of you who are watching, my Aries friends. I still feel like for someone, this is involving someone else. So I have risk that came out. I have abundance. And I also have wrath, okay? And so this card tells me that there's something that happened outside of yourself that caused you to go into like a frenzy, or, you know, it caused you to create or alert. There was an alert that went off as a result of something that happened outside of you. So for the majority of you, I really do feel that this has something to do with someone else, though it can also be energies that you are experiencing within yourself, okay? And so for risk, there could have been something Spirit is bringing to the attention, that there could have been something that was very something happening that Spirit wants to bring to your attention that puts you at a risk, right? And so in the picture, the bird is, while the tide is out, right, going in to pull out clam shells to get food, right? But will he or she get out in time before the tide comes back in and overtakes him? Taking a huge risk. And so I feel like with this card, Spirit may definitely be bringing to your awareness that can be good. Let me say that. And it can not be good, right? Because unless we're willing to take risks, we never know what we're capable of. And there's some things that people who are not willing to take risks will never experience because of that. For those who are willing to take risks, they get to live on the edge and exist in a way that others will never know, right? And so there's like a prize that is handed to those who are willing to take risks, right? Because you just never know. It's that type of energy. And so I feel like this could be either or. You place that wherever you put it. There could be something coming your way that's going to need, you're going to need to be able to step out and take the risk for this. And for those that aren't willing to do that, aren't willing to risk, they always like to play it safe. This is something that, people like that will never be able to bring in this kind of reward because they play it safe, right? And so this is something that maybe you being placed in a position to do that if you're willing to step out and claim the reward. And then it's also trying to see if it's actually worth the risk, right? So now may be a time to take a chance on something that you desire, if that's aligning with you right now. Now, on the other side of that, Spirit may be warning you about the dangers around this and to definitely take that into consideration, right? Is it worth the risk is the question. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Well, that's for you to decide, okay? But something is coming, Aries, where it'll be up to you whether or not you want to step out of your comfort zone and risk receiving or discovering this, okay? One thing about being a risk taker is you get to actually operate at a different level, because the people that don't like to take risks, right, aren't operating in this realm, right? And so you have less competition, you have more of an opportunity to get this, whatever it is, because there's not so many people willing to go after it, okay? I get that sense as well. This door may be opening more easily because there's less competition. I also have abundance as well. And as you can see, there's plenty of fish to choose from. It's like a smorgasbord. And so this card comes in, I feel like, to point out the fact that there is a place that exists that provides a myriad of options. And let's see. This is bringing the attention to where you are right now, right? Where you are right now is there's something that is provided to you where you have easy access to it. Spirit is bringing that to your attention with this card, abundance, right? There's something that you've been afforded because of where you are right now. That could be physical, and that don't have to be literal, right? Because of where you are, there's some type of privilege that you have that Spirit wants you to be aware of. There may be a need to even pay attention to your intuition. It could be being pointed out to you. But there's something about where you are, your current position. You may not even see what's right there in front of you, but Spirit is asking that you pay attention to where you are, to signs and synchronicities that may be being sent your way right now to bring your attention to this. There's something about possibly something that will help you right now. Yeah. So just be attentive. If you are one that is intuitive, this would be a great time to really tap into your intuition, be aware in that way, have your intuitive antenna sparked. And then lastly, wrath. And I feel like this could be looking back in the future, in the past, but it could also be moving forward too. Spirit is letting you know to beware, because there could possibly be something that will, threaten to push you over the edge. It almost feels like someone pushing your buttons, whether it's purposeful or not purposeful. There's going to be something, or there has been something that has almost driven you to that point. As you can see, this is a very furious feeling card. The reds and the oranges, it's full of passion. And you could tell that there's something going on here. It's almost like a rowling of the birds, right? A protest in a way. And so now these three cards together, risk, abundance, and wrath, I feel like it's kind of like a warning of what is to come. But in spite of that, Spirit is also letting you know with abundance that you have a way out. You have a source of favor in this situation that you'll need to pay attention to, because it'll be available to you if you are paying attention. If you're not aware and paying attention and your mind is preoccupied, then you may not be aware that you have this resource available to you during this time when you'll need it, okay? That's what I'm getting for you, Aries. Let me see. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? I think that's it. We've been on here about 31 minutes, and so I'm going to leave it there. Overall, I feel like this is something that may have been, something that needed to happen for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm just feeling like it was something that needed to naturally occur. We all have seasons. We have sunny days, we have cloudy days, we have rainy days, yet they all have a purpose, for our life. And so it really feels like that. And so that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that made sense, and I hope there was a level of guidance that you received during this reading. If you desire a personal reading, you can definitely hit me up. I'd be happy to schedule a personal for you. All you have to do is go down to my description box and click the calendar, and we can get a personal reading going for you, okay? If it did not resonate, if it did resonate, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you subscribe and you're new, or if you're just coming back and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. When you do, go ahead and hit the bell and make sure that you look out for new content being posted and for live videos, okay? Thank you, Aries, and my heart and my energy is being sent to you. I feel like you are definitely one of the signs that I am connected to. And so this was for you, right? Trouble don't last always. Whatever this is, just know that this too shall pass, okay? Till next time, take care of yourselves, okay? And yeah, my name's Letty. Talk to you next time. Bye.